Welcome to How Not to Promote. One of the worst traps authors fall into is what I'm calling Desperation Valley. Have you been there? It's that vast chasm of sheer panic and overwhelm because you've published your book and now it's not selling. Desperation Valley gets bigger and deeper if you poke around on author forums online and see all the bragging posts by authors who want the world to know they earned $20,000 this month. And I'll let you in on a secret. Did they disclose how much money they spent on advertising to get that number? Probably not. When we feel helpless and hopeless and desperate for book sales, we fall into this valley and we try any and everything to make some more book sales. This valley is expensive, and it's often a waste of our valuable time, which would be better spent writing our next book. So here's what not to do. Buy copious amounts of swag. From bookmarks to coffee mugs to stickers to t-shirts to pins and buttons, and it could go on forever. Don't spend a ton of money buying this stuff for your books. My favorite thing to buy is usually bookmarks, and lately I don't even buy those anymore because we're making most of our money selling ebooks to readers. And guess what? People with ebooks don't need physical bookmarks or stickers. Don't spend money you don't have. This relates to the first tip, but in a broader sense. You've likely already shelled out cash for a professional book cover, formatting, editing, etc. You may be tempted to spend as much money as it takes to hope that your book takes off and sells. But please don't do this unless you're fabulously wealthy, then I guess you could go for it. Because throwing around money does not guarantee that a book will sell. If you can't afford it, don't spend it. A good rule of thumb for brand new authors is to only spend what you've earned in book sales to promote your book. Or set a budget of money that you can afford to lose and stick to the budget. If you fall into the trap of spending more money than you can afford on promotion, then you'll end up even deeper in Desperation Valley, and you might make more mistakes that will only harm your career in the long run. And I'm speaking from experience here, so please take it to heart. Don't jump into advertising with no idea what you're doing. Facebook, Instagram, AMS, BookBub ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. Everyone wants to take your money from you in exchange for showing ads. This is a real sinkhole for your money, and you can easily waste thousands of dollars on advertising that doesn't sell a single book for you. So please take the time to research advertising using the immense amount of information on author groups, or even take a course like this, but one that's focused on ads specifically. I'll actually recommend some of these courses in the text below this video. Paid advertising can definitely work, but it's tricky. You need very specific strategies and methods to make it work for selling books, and you're really going to need to research and try this out. You can't just dive into ads and pay $100 and hope that you're going to sell books. So please, please, please make sure you research paid advertising before you do it. Don't focus all your efforts on one book. There's a popular phrase in the author community, and I'm going to repeat it here because it's important. The best way to sell your book is to publish your next one. Nothing sells a backlist quite like a front list. When you first start out publishing, you might be tempted to go all out and create a website and Facebook page and even a Twitter account for your book title. That's small thinking. We need to think bigger. Focus your efforts on building your brand as an author. You don't need yourbooktitle.com, you need yourauthorname.com, where you post about all of your books, not just one. Don't waste hours per day promoting your first book. Go write the second book. Don't pay for any and every advertising promotion service. This is a big one. There are a lot of sharks out there, and I see more sharks popping up every single day. There's slimy people who like to prey on desperate authors by offering quote services that don't provide any value at all. Fiverr is filled with people offering to promote your book for $5, and other websites will happily empty your wallets of even more cash, and they can't back up their service with any recordable results at all. Please do not decide to buy any and every promotion service you see online. While some sites do work well, like BookBub, FreeBooksy, ENT, and others, these are tried and tested websites that have been around for a long time and have had a lot of popularity with the author community. Make sure you do your research, ask around on our Facebook group or other author forums, and see what other people's experience has been with one company before deciding to hire them. I'd also like to point out that if you post your author email address online publicly, like mine is on my website, you will get dozens and dozens of emails from people trying to sell you promotion services. And sometimes they get really clever with it. They'll put your book title in the email, and sometimes they put your name in the email and they say, "Hi, we're really excited to promote your book. Just send us $50 and we'll promote it for you." And it's some random service by some random person that you've never heard of. And if you Google them, you will find out they're not actually legit and they're not actually going to help you sell books. They're just trying to take your money. And for the most part, any service like BookBub or FreeBooksy that is actually worth paying for and will actually get you results, they're popular enough to not need to cold call and email people out of the blue. They have people coming to them to pay for their service. So please, please be very wary of anyone that contacts you asking you to pay money for a promotion service. Don't cheat your reviews. No one likes to see a low number of reviews on their book's Amazon page. We also don't like the occasional bad review, but guess what? Bad reviews are good. Nothing looks like a giant red flag quite like a book with nothing but 5-star reviews. Readers pick up on that and they'll think something shady is going on. No matter how tempted you might be, do not fake your reviews. Don't pay for reviews, which is against Amazon's terms of service and can get your account banned for life. And don't get your family members to leave you good reviews. Amazon will find out and delete them. Trust me, they will. I don't know how they know, but they know this. I know it's not fun waiting on real organic reviews, but patience is your best policy here. Don't spam everyone and everything. We get it. You're in the overwhelm and you've fallen into desperation valley. We've been there too. We're probably there right now. But please resist the urge to spam your book links all over the place. You know what doesn't sell books? Seeing someone say, "Buy my book" on Twitter or Facebook 500 times a day. You know what does sell books? Patience, strategy, and making genuine connections with the writing community. It took a while to write your book, and it's going to take just as long, if not longer, to promote it. So now that I've given you a bunch of things to not do, you have more of an idea of what you can do to promote your book. So get out there and promote your book the cool way, as the cool author who doesn't spam and doesn't do anything shady. And trust me, acting ethically with promotion is going to take you a long way in your writing career.